Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NFL action. Y'all know we do here on the NFL Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single week, man. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, smash that like button for your guy, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below if you guys want to follow me there. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Scoop up my NFL play of the day or scoop up a package, man, and let's make some money today. Betting the NFL, having an extremely great season. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward, man. Without further ado, let's try to do just that. Let's make some money tonight. And let's hop right into today's NFL action. All right, first game up, man. We got the Los Angeles Chargers out on the road facing the New England Patriots. Patriots getting 5.5 points at the crib in this one. I'm fading New England. We've been fading New England all season, and I see no reason to stop doing so now. 2-9 against the number. Hey, this team is terrible. Let's call a spade a spade. Their best players on the defensive end, they're banged up. Hey, bench Mac Jones is probably going to be zappy here, but it's not like he has the weapons outside to, do much of anything. I cannot take the Patriots here, man. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. We've known that for most of the season. I look to continue to fade them. The Chargers, now, they're not one of my favorite teams to lay points with. They're not a good team either. But I do think Justin Herbert does enough to win this game comfortably. I'm going to say this game finishes somewhere in the ballpark of like 27-14 Chargers. I think they win fairly comfortably. I know Bill Belichick at home as a sizable dog seems pretty attractive, but I don't know if they move the football enough for it to matter. I think the Chargers will be able to move the football. Remember, the best players on the defensive side for New England are out for the year. Judon, Gonzalez. It's not a good New England team right now. We look to continue to fade these boys, even at home. Chargers, not one of our favorite teams to lay points with, but I will lay it here with them in this situation. So take the Chargers first game up. Next game up, man, we got the Miami Dolphins out on the road facing the Washington Commanders. Commanders getting 9 points at the crib. Hey, what have we said about the Dolphins all season long? The Dolphins, when they play bad teams, they typically have blown them out. When they play good teams, they typically have fallen short. I think this is the Dolphins going up against a bad team, and I think they blow them out. I think this is a double-digit win, in all honesty. Am I like rushing to the window to lay double digits essentially with Miami on the road? No. But it is the right play in my mind. Nothing I have seen from Washington suggests take them here. We all watched, the Cowboys beat up on them. The week before, it's not like they look good there either. The Giants beat up on them, DeVito and company. I think defensively they leave a lot to be desired. The Dolphins, one of the most high-powered offenses in the NFL, I think we'll be able to run the points up. I don't know if the Commanders will do enough offensively to keep pace with that. It's Dolphins or nothing for me here. They should win this game in my estimation by like 2 touchdowns. It is on the road, so laying double digits in that spot is typically not the best. But in this spot, I do think it's warranted. I'm going to lean towards Miami here in that next game. All right, let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we got the Colts out on the road facing the Tennessee Titans. Titans getting 1 point at the crib in this one. It's going to be a decent game. I cannot wait to watch this one. The Titans, I'm going to roll with them here at home, man. I can't take the Colts to beat them in Tennessee. Have the Colts been the better team for most of the season? Yes. Are they the better team right now today? I don't think so. I actually think the Tennessee Titans are. The Titans, they played a lot of their games early in the season on the road. They're just now finally about to go through like a homestand. And I think that's where we've seen them play their best football. That's what we've seen from them thus far this season at home. They have played their best football. I see this as another game where Derrick Henry just gets downhill at home. 2 touchdown type game for Derrick Henry. Gardner Minshew probably throws a pick late in the game that seals it for the Tennessee Titans. Mike Vrabel, home dog, sign me up. The Colts have a better record, but I don't think that they're the better team right now today. I think these two teams are very similar, and I'm going to take the home dog with the coach who has proven to be pretty profitable in this spot. I like the running game as well. Jonathan Taylor not available for the Colts, so it's just the Zach Moss show. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans here, home dog. I think they show up, show out at the crib, and make it interesting. They're not out of it. They're not out of it. It's not easy, and they're probably not gonna get it done, but they're not out of it. That don't mean you don't go for it. And I think they continue the push here with the dub at home. Let's keep it moving, man. Next game up, we got the Denver Broncos out on the road facing the Houston Texans. Hey, this is low-key one of the best games of the week, man. And coming into the year, I don't know if we would have thought that would have been said. The Texans have been one of the most exciting teams in the NFL. I genuinely look forward to watching C.J. Stroud and Tank Dell on a week-to-week basis. They still got some of my former Cowboys over there, Schultz, a few other guys, man. I like what I've seen over there for the Houston Texans. I understand why they're home favorites here, man. I have told you guys, I love the culture change going on here in Houston. I love what DeMeco Ryans is doing with this young team. I know the Broncos are rolling right now. I know they are, but I can't trust them out on the road here. I think this Houston Texans defense is underrated, and I think that they're able to force Russ to have a pretty bad game on the road. I know he looked good against Cleveland last week, who is statistically the best defense in the NFL, but I think the Texans dial up something from them here. DeMeco Ryans, one of the best defensive minds in the NFL. Offense is really playing well there for Houston. I think they win this game. I got this one 28-24. 28-24. Texans win it. Broncos are going to have the ball driving. Fall short. They don't need the field goal, so they're going for the touchdown. Fourth down. They don't get it. Texans win it at the crib. That's how I see this game shaking out. Should be a good one. Like I said, I cannot wait to watch it. And next game up, we got the Detroit Lions. They're out on the road facing the New Orleans Saints. Saints getting 4.5 points in the Superdome. I think this is a bounce back spot for the Detroit Lions. I'm going to take Detroit. I'm going to lay the points with them out on the road. Hey, remember, Detroit is still one of the best ATS teams thus far this season, and they are still the most profitable team the last 3 seasons. I know they've looked bad in back-to-back weeks, but now I'm going to jump on them here. You guys know, if you've watched me on the NBA Jam Session, the NFL Jam Session, morning shows, I always say, hey, I love taking good teams in bounce back spots. And I think that's exactly what we have here. I personally do think that the Lions are head and shoulders better than the New Orleans Saints. It's a pecking order for me in the NFC. It goes Niners 1, Eagles 2, Dallas 3. Then there's a slight drop off to the Lions. Then after the Lions, it's a real drop-off to the bottom tier teams, even underneath them. I think the Lions, can make some noise this season. I don't know if they're going to make enough noise to make it matter in the grand scheme of things, but for a team like the Lions that hasn't had much success at all, I think this is a great season they got going on. I see this as a bounce-back spot. New Orleans, they leave a lot to be desired. They're banged up right now. Derek Carr has not been the savior that many people thought he would be. Kamara, that running back core, has not really been what we thought it would be. The Saints, man, they just haven't been what I thought they would be. The defense hasn't been all that good. I think they lose here in the Superdome pretty comfortably. I think we see this one. I'm gonna say the Lions bounce back in a big way. I'm gonna go 35. Let me think. 35-24. 35-24. Lions, I think they win this one fairly comfortably. I'm sorry the graphics messed up on this one. It's 4.5. But, yes, I am going to lay with the Lions out on the road. I think they beat up on the Saints. All right, next game up, we got the Atlanta Falcons out on the road facing the New York Jets. Jets getting 2 points at the crib in this one. Reason Jets are home dogs is because they're starting Tim Boyle. If Zach Wilson was a starter, the Jets would be favored by probably 1 or 2 points. I would be on the Jets, and they would keep their season alive. But hey, they're not taking this game seriously, so neither am I. If you're starting Tim Boyle, you're not trying to win a football game. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. He has never been good, really, at any stage of football, and I look to continue to fade him. You don't get to fade bad quarterbacks like this very often. That's exactly what I intend to do here. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons, who are still in the thick of things in their division, still have their whole season ahead of them. I know that Aaron Rodgers is on the horizon for the Jets. It's not going to matter because they're going to be out of it by the time he's healthy enough to play. If Zach Wilson was a starter, I would be on the Jets. He is tenfold better than Tim Boyle, in my opinion. But hey, I'm not the head coach here. It's Salah, and I don't know if Salah is going to have a job after this season, man. I would have rolled with Zach, man. I would have. Tim Boyle can't do it, won't do it. I intend to fade the Jets. I think the Falcons win that one and keep their playoff hopes alive. Next game up, we got the Panthers out on the road facing the Bucks. Speaking of that NFC South, hey, we all know what's up with the Panthers. Worst team in the league. They're terrible. Bucks, hey, they're not out of it in the NFC South. Even at 4-7, they're not out of it. That division is that bad. We talked about the Saints. We talked about Atlanta. This division's wide open. The Panthers, I do believe, understand that. I do believe they come in here, win this game fairly comfortably at home. They're not bad against the number. As you see, they're 4-7 straight up, but they're 7-4 against the number. Decent money-making team. I think this is another spot where they just beat up on an inferior opponent, an opponent that they're fairly comfortable with, as this is a divisional opponent. Got them at the crib. I think they beat up on them here. I think this is a comfortable win for Tampa. I think Baker bounces back here, has a nice game, and I think the Panthers are just continue scratching their head. They fired their coach looking for answers. I doubt they find him midseason and don't have their pick for this upcoming season either. Whew, it's not looking too good here for the future of Carolina. I don't think it looks good for them this week either. Take Tampa. I think Tampa wins comfortably there at home. Next game up, man. Game of the week. We got the San Francisco 49ers out on the road, laying 3 points on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are currently the best record team in the NFL and also the best team against the number. As you see, 7-2-2 straight up. They have been a money-making machine. Now they're a dog at home. They're a dog at home to a team that they beat last season to get to the Super Bowl. They're a dog at home. I understand why I am going to take the Niners. I know. Part of it is wishful thinking. I do want the Eagles to lose this game so that Cowboy-Eagle game is a little more meaningful next week. That game will basically be for the division next week if the Niners pull this off. But here's my thought process here. The Eagles, man, are going through an extreme gauntlet of a schedule. And, god damn, can they really get up and beat everybody in this gauntlet of a schedule that they're going through? Are they that good? I don't know. When I'm watching the Eagles, it's not like I'm sitting there saying, man, this is the best team in the league. Every game they win is ugly, but they do win it. Hats off to them boys. I think it all just catches up with them here. It's basically all I'm saying. I think it all comes to a head here, and they lose to a Niners team that A, has revenge, B, really wants this game, and C, is healthy right now. I think is how this one plays out. I see why the Niners are favored here. I've said for most of the season that the Niners are the best team in the NFC. I'm not going to overcomplicate it, man. I'm taking the Niners here. I can't wait to put my eyes on this game. I really do want the Niners to win this game to make that game more meaningful. I'm going to call a spade next week. But I do think the Niners are the better team. I've been consistent with that all season. I haven't wavered off that point. Again, I'm not rushing to the window to bet this game, though. Like I said, the Eagles are still the best ATS team in the NFL. They already beat the Niners last year, and it's a tough game. Personally, my money is probably going to be on the Niners if I do end up betting this game. Tough spot for Philly to continuously get up for. That's just how I see it, man. We'll see how this game shakes out. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Browns getting 4 points out on the road against the Los Angeles Rams. Rams laying 4 at home. I'm taking the points with Cleveland. I know Cleveland lost last week. Really didn't look that well on the road in Denver, but Denver's really playing well. Denver's the hottest team in the NFL, and that's not crazy to say. Just go look at it. They are. The Rams, I think they're starting to become a little overvalued. If I were making this line would be even in my estimation. So if they're going to give me 4, I'm going to take the 4. Joe Flacco probably getting the start here for the Browns. I know that sounds terrible, sounds ugly. I know. But I still think that this Browns defense is one of the best in the league. I think they really get after Matthew Stafford and have him have a really long day in the office, probably throw a pick 6. I think Flacco comes in here, doesn't wreck the car, is able to just hand the ball off, allow them to run the football. He's, a Super Bowl champion. He's a guy that's been there, done that. They're not asking him to come out here and throw 40 times. They're not asking him to do that. I think he's a fine and capable game manager. I think he can game manage them into a win here, in all honesty. I'm going to take the Browns plus the 4 here in this one. And last game up, man, we got the Kansas City Chiefs laying 6 points in Lambeau. I'm going back and forth in my mind on this game. Here's why. The Chiefs' offense leaves a lot to be desired. They do. I'm going to grab the points with Jordan Love in Green Bay here is what I'm going to do. I think the Chiefs win it. I think Green Bay covers is how I see it. I think the Chiefs went out and still are the number 1 seed in the AFC. It's going to be between them and Jacksonville. But when I kind of look at it, I just think it plays favorably for Kansas City. And Kansas City just seems to always have it, so why doubt them? And I think they win this game. But offensively, they leave a lot to be desired. And laying 6 in Lambeau at night is not somewhere I want to be, especially with the way the Packers have looked recently. They're improving. Jordan Love and his team is improving. I think they do enough here. I got it. Let's go 28-24, 24-20, something like that the Chiefs win this game. Packers keep it interesting. Chiefs win it in the end, but Packers cover. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NFL Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, man, hey, smash that like button for your God, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And, of course, I got premium plays over at the site. Scoop up my NFL play of the day or scoop up a package, man, and let's make some money today on Sunday. No hoops today. No NBA. In-season tournament starts tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to break that down for you guys tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Let's make some money betting the NFL today, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. I'm out of here. Peace.